I get asked all the time, what is the purpose of life? It's to live. And I'm not trying to mug you off when I say that. That's a British term, by the way. But what I'm saying is, if you're not living, you are just existing. And the best way to explain that is through looking at a game. When you are playing the game, you are the main character, right? When you're just observing everyone else in the background, they are non-player characters, right? They're just going about their day. They're just existing. When you are the main character, you know what your functions are. You have the choice, you have options, right? And so living fully is making the most of the options and or creating them for yourself. So you can choose to exist in the narrative you've been existing in already. So whether that's hardship, overwhelm, doubt, limiting beliefs, sabotage, trauma, whatever it is that you've been going through, you can continue to live and exist in that pattern, or you can choose to change the pattern and the narrative, right? Now, this doesn't go for people that are in third world countries that are, going through all this famine and war and things like that, okay? I'm talking to the Western society, because here's the thing, right? We're born in our cultural, societal, systemic patterns, right? I'm not referring to that before anyone gets smart with me and tries to tell me that that's all that, right? I believe our souls are here for a reason and a purpose. I don't know what that is. I don't have the answer. I'm not God and I don't try to be, just as a disclaimer. But for those of us in the Western world where we do have a choice and we can, change our reality because we can get up and move, or we can get in a car, or we can get on a bus or a train or whatever it is, I'm talking to you. The purpose of living is to fully be present in every moment and be intentional with it. Be intentional with why you're going to the store, what you're putting in your body, what you're choosing to absorb in terms of socials and, movies and things like that. Your brain is wiring itself constantly of what it sees, and that's what happened in your childhood. You watched your caregivers or the people in your life and you created a narrative based off of what you saw then, and you are just cutting and pasting it as you go about your life. But the brain has neuroplasticity. It's moldable. It's like Play-Doh, right? You can literally mold something new and create that narrative to go forward in that way. So you're not necessarily stuck or lost or in a void right now. You're in a holding ground of possibility. Okay, so see it as a holding ground of possibility of all the options that you have at your fingertips. And then, really and truly, like, if you're now looking for purpose in your life, what are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? And if you don't know the answer to that, start to figure it out. Start to try new things. Start to explore, meet different groups of people, go to different parts of the world if you can. And if you can't, go to a club. And I mean, by a club, I mean a group. I don't mean like a nightclub. I mean like a club of people, right? If you've had an experience in your life like trauma or addiction, or you've grown up with people with addiction, go to those groups where they are talking about those experiences, and I promise you'll meet your people, or that person will link to another thing. Everything is by design. Everything. You are living a real life game, and the moment you understand that is the moment you start to become the main character and you stop existing and start living fully. And if you need guidance and support in this and how you can, own your story, your life, and create your purpose from that space, or at least figure it out, drop me a DM, because this is my work. I work with women especially, and it is all about this journey of self-discovery, of finding out who you really truly are, taking off all the layers that you've worn and that you've been through, and coming back to who you truly are on the inside.